Gohan, you about to get it, get it. Oh, son, look at that uppercut. What? What's up, YouTube? jDantastic here, and today I'm doing my little Q&A, the anime Q&A that I was tagged by Rhymestyle on Twitter. And so, obviously, mine's going to be a little bit different than the actual list goes by, and the questions are in the description below if you want to check out all of the questions. I'm not an anime reviewer, so I'm going to do mine from the just perspective of a YouTuber in general, and, you know, video games and animes that I watch, I suppose. Yeah, words and stuff. I am going to be doing it to some gameplay of Hyper Dragon Ball Z, because why not? We're just going to be doing some gameplay in the background, so why don't we go ahead and get started. The first question: how did you choose your reviewer alias? That one's actually pretty easy. I've explained it a couple of times before. So when I originally had an account on YouTube, I was actually jDantastic13, but I hated the fact that I had a number on my account, and I really wanted jDantastic. It's like my lifelong dream to have jDantastic on everything, but there's some guy out there, the bane of my existence, who takes jDantastic on every platform. He gets there before I can get there, and he just scoops up jDantastic and he never lets it go. And so, but I didn't want to have a number, and I really wanted to have jDantastic, and so I put a J in front because of, I guess there's probably a lot of you who don't know this now. My first name is actually Jerry. My middle name is Daniel. I go by Danny, but my first name is Jerry, and so I just put a J in front of it. jDantastic. That's where the J comes from. So it's not too technical or anything like that. It's not anime-y like everyone else's YouTuber names seem to be. Yeah, it's just pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It's a combination of my name mixed with the word fantastic, because I am fantastic, obviously. You guys know that. Come on. And that's it. That's how I got my alias. Let's see. Question number 2. How long have you been doing reviews? Well, again, I don't actually do reviews, so I'm going to answer this like, how long have I been doing YouTube? Oh no! But I won. How long have I been doing YouTube? Sorry, this is live. I'm playing this right now while I'm answering these questions. I actually started doing YouTube 4 years ago. So I've been on YouTube for a really long time. But when I first started, I wasn't doing it all the time. It was very off and on. There was no structure. There was no, you know, quality, I guess you could say. I mean, I put effort into my videos, but it wasn't nearly like it is now. I didn't find my niche. You know, it was a lost and dark time for me on YouTube when I first got started. And there was several breaks where I just wasn't on YouTube at all for a while. And then, you know, I decided to really ramp it up and start, you know, seriously focusing on YouTube and making daily videos and doing cool stuff and playing different games and really pushing myself to do some awesome stuff. And you guys have seen that a little bit recently. You know, I've been adding, you know, intros to my videos, some branding type stuff. I'm going to try to get better with some editing things and just make stuff look really cool and really good. And just, you know, always taking it to the next level. So I would only consider myself seriously doing YouTube for the last like year and a half, 2 years at the most for like actual full-time on YouTube. Yeah, but I have actually been putting up videos technically for 4 years, so boom. Third question: why did you start making not reviews but video game commentaries? That is because Rhymestyle actually, back when we were in college and YouTube still, I mean, it was big, but it wasn't like that big. I mean, it was pretty big. Let's not lie to ourselves. It was pretty big, but it wasn't in the state that it's in today. I guess we could just say that. And it was when, if you were like one of the big YouTubers, like you were one of the big YouTubers, and that was it. Now, like anyone and everyone's doing it. You know, there's a bunch of tools that make it accessible for everyone. But Rhymestyle had just met some people who were fairly large on YouTube at the time. And so he became interested in it. He was like, what's this YouTube thing? How does it work? You know, is it something that I want to get into? And so he started dabbling with it, and he was like, you know, you should make a YouTube channel. And I was like, why why would I make a YouTube channel? I have nothing to talk about. What would I have nothing to do? Why would I do that? And he was like, well, because you love to play video games anyway, and you're pretty funny. And I was like, yeah, I guess so. I guess I like to play video games. And so I tried it, and it is super fun. At first, though, you know, I was obviously like super nervous on camera, and I didn't know what I was like talking about, and I sounded like super unconfident, and it was terrible. But then, you know, you kind of get into it, and it starts to get better. But the whole reason I started is because, Dina, why am I just walking into the edge of the screen and not going anywhere? The whole reason I got started is because Rhymestyle said that I should give it a shot. So all credit to Rhymestyle for where I am on YouTube today, I suppose. Question number 4. How many times do you watch an episode or series while reviewing it? Well, again, I don't review anime, but I do watch a lot of anime. And so I guess the number of times I watch a series depends on how much I enjoy the series. Obviously, the series that I've watched the most is Dragon Ball Z. I've watched through that countless times. I'm actually reading the manga right now, which I've read most of before, but this time I'm actually reading it from start to finish. You know, Raditz's arrival all the way up, you know, for as far as it goes. But that's not anime. Let's get back to anime. Anyway, anime. It depends on how much I enjoy the series for how many times I'm gonna watch it. It's pretty plain and simple. I mean, since I don't do reviews or anything, all of my anime watching is based strictly off of my enjoyment. So, yeah, I don't know. Here we go. Let's see. Question number 5. What's your favorite genre to review, and why? I'm gonna take this as what's my favorite genre to watch. And that's gonna just be action adventure. I love the action adventure, you know, journeys, people growing and changing. Oh snap, Bobbity just took over Hercule right there. People growing and changing, and you know, just becoming stronger and all that good stuff. And then I also like a little bit of the mystery type stuff, like Death Note was really great. I really kind of like that style. Darker anime. I really like dark anime for some reason, which is kind of off-person for me, since I'm normally like a happy-go-lucky, like comedy style, feel-good type stuff. But I don't know. Dark animes really get to me. I like them a lot for some reason. Question number 6. What is your most unfamiliar genre? I don't really know how to answer that question. I mean, I guess my most unfamiliar genre would be like just like a normal anime type show that doesn't have like, you know, any kind of action or adventure or mystery or anything like that. You know, if it was more of just like a regular anime television show, I guess you could say. But yeah, I guess I don't really have too much unfamiliar genres, I suppose. It blocks, son. Oh, I'm stuck. Let's see. Moving on. Question number 7. What is one thing that persuades you to keep watching an anime after episode 1? Sorry, it's hard to read these questions and play this game and answer these questions at the same time. Persuades me to keep watching an anime after the first episode. There has to be something like super enticing. I am pretty hard on episode 1. So if I don't like the first episode, then I'm probably not gonna watch. There needs to be some kind of intrigue, I guess, is what it needs to be. There needs to be something that happens that just like, shoot, I died. That just like blows my mind and it makes me want to keep watching, or there has to be some kind of intrigue. Oh, am I frozen here forever? I don't know. I'm gonna keep answering this question and hopefully this game fixes itself. There has to be some kind of intrigue or something to keep me hooked. So like Death Note was great, obviously, because that whole show was like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Who's good? Who's bad? You know, like that type of stuff. Hunter x Hunter is a prime example of a show that had Rhymestyle not said you got to stick it out, I probably wouldn't have watched too much of it. That show started out super slow, especially the first episode, and it watches like a little kid show at first, kind of. And I mean, I like that little kid aspect a little bit to a point in shows. You know, Dragon Ball Z does it every once in a while. But it seemed like it was going to be just a little too much, a little too childish. But I stuck it out, and it is not childish at all. It's actually fairly dark at parts, and the action is great, and the fight scenes are amazing. And now it's one of my favorite animes. But at the first episode, you know, like I said, if Rhymestyle hadn't told me to stick it out, I probably wouldn't have finished it out. Assassination Classroom That is one where the first episode had me hooked from the beginning, because I was like, what is going on here? This is crazy. I need to see what's happening. I need to follow the storyline. So that's a prime example of a good episode 1. I'm pretty judgmental of episode 1s, and how I'm gonna react to the rest of the anime. Question number 8. Who was your favorite Japanese or English voice actor? I'm a little biased on this one, but I'm gonna have to say that my favorite voice actor is Chris Sabat, and he voices, famously, you can see his character on screen right now, Vegeta, but he also voices pretty much everyone else in Dragon Ball Z, minus Goku and Gohan. He voices like everyone, and that blows my mind. He feels a little underrated to me, and the fact that I've met him in person, he's so chill and so super cool. He's such a nice guy, and you could just tell that he like really enjoys doing what he does for a living. So I think that really tips him the edge. I mean, there's a lot of super talented voice actors out there, obviously some memorable ones, who do a really great job. But I think I got to give the edge to Chris Sabat, because just like I said, I've met him in person, and I think that says a lot to me. You know, there's a lot of people who you see on screen, or they're famous in some way and you think they're really cool, and then you read a story about them and they're kind of, you know, like a rude person, or just like a not a good person, and so you kind of lose respect for him. So I was really happy when I met Chris Sabat, and he was like the coolest dude I've ever met. So I'm gonna have to give it to him for sure. Let's see, moving right along. Question number 9. Favorite anime soundtrack? This is a tough question for me because I actually like pretty much all music. I mean, it's hard to find a genre of music that I don't really enjoy. I don't know why that is, but I mean, it's anything really I can groove to. I mean, you know, there's obviously some limits to it, but so I guess it would kind of go along with my favorite animes in general. I mean, Dragon Ball Z obviously for the nostalgia factor and the childhood factor, and I'm about to get straight wrecked by Vegeta here. So I gotta say Dragon Ball Z. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood obviously was great. The tones in Death Note were fantastic. So that's, I mean, oh snap, sorry, I lost my concentration there. So I mean, I guess it just, you know, in line with the anime itself, I mean, music plays a really important role in the show, and it really sets a lot of the scenes, and it sets fight scenes, and it sets the sad scenes and the angry scenes and the confusing scenes, and you know, there's just so much that it depends on the music, you know, and so I think that mine is just going to go along with the music. So just for the sake of things, I think I'm going to say Dragon Ball Z, just because that show in general means so much to me and my childhood. Question number 10. Favorite anime song that you can crank up and dance to. Now, so this is again kind of biased, because this song is always in my head right now. I need to concentrate. Oh my gosh. Do not let him get a perfect on you. Thank you. Since I'm playing Xenoverse effectively non-stop right now on the PC and the PS4, Head Chala! Chala, Head Chala. Yeah, that song is constantly in my head, and I always let the intro play for a little bit so I can, you know, get my groove on and, you know, do a little dance. So I guess that's the song right now. Let's see here. Question number 11. What anime song are you currently addicted to? Whenever I read the question, I have to look off screen, and I just get destroyed. Probably Head Chala. It's like I said, it's always in my head. You know, every single time I fire up Xenoverse, there's the song playing, and so I hear it like 30 times a day. Especially just that part, Chala, Head Chala, like over and over again. So I think that that's probably the song that I'm most currently addicted to, and not even by choice. Wow, I died. Question number 12. Do you like to buy anime merchandise? If so, what do you collect? Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. Mostly Dragon Ball Z stuff. I think if I were to collect any other shows right now, it would probably just be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and maybe if there was some cool like Death Note stuff, maybe some Hunter x Hunter stuff. But other than that, I'm not really too much into. There's probably some pretty cool Sword Art Online stuff out there that I might get. But right now it's mostly Dragon Ball Z. The other day I just bought a Pop Piccolo, you know, those dudes with the big heads. I love those guys, so I found a Piccolo at Toys R Us the other day. I have a Goku SH Figure Arts. I just purchased a Gohan Super Saiyan 2 SH Figure Arts, which is amazing. I love it. It looks fantastic. So yeah, but mostly Dragon Ball Z stuff, just because that's my favorite show, and I think the characters are really cool and they're fun to collect. Moving on, question number 13. What is your guilty pleasure anime? I don't really have a guilty pleasure anime, I guess. I watch shows that I enjoy, and I'm not really embarrassed to say that I enjoy them. There's not an anime that I watch that I would be like embarrassed to tell someone, you know, like, oh, you know, I watched this show, and then they would judge me for it. You know, I don't think there's any shows that I'm watching right now that I would be embarrassed to watch. And you shouldn't be either. I mean, if you enjoy a show, then you enjoy a show. It's not like trashy TV, you know, or something like that. Like Maury, I feel, you know, like Maury or like Jerry Spring. Like, I feel like those are like guilty pleasures, kind of. I don't have any anime on that level, you know. I watch what I enjoy. Question number 14. What anime made you cry? Well, I've never cried at an anime. I think the one that would have come the closest to me, to making me cry, would have to be Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I mean, that show is just so packed with sad moments, you know, just from the brothers' lives in general, and like everything that they go through, and all their trials, and that moment where that crazy dude, you know, mixes his daughter with their pet. Oh my gosh, man, like that was crazy. Like, so sad. That whole part is just so sad. So I think the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood probably has the most sad moments to me, that would probably have brought me closest to tears. Moving on. Question number 15. Favorite food to eat when having an anime marathon? I'm a huge snacker. Snack all the time. If I could just cut out meals and just do nothing but snack, I would do that. I would absolutely do that. So chips, dips, candies, Mountain Dew for sure. Always a Mountain Dew in hand. But yeah, any kind of chips, Doritos, Fritos, those little pretzel peanut butter things, Funyuns. I'm getting hungry right now just thinking about it, and I'm getting stomped out. I can't even concentrate. I'm thinking about food right now. I am fat at heart. I'm so fat at heart. I just love to eat, and I love to snack, and it's great. So yeah, pretty much any finger food is good by me. Popcorn, slathered in butter and salt. I can feel the heart attack right now. Last question. What anime are you currently watching right now? I am currently watching, I'm still watching Hunter x Hunter because I need to finish that series. Getting closer and closer. I am watching Assassination Classroom. I am watching Sword Art Online every once in a while. And then I'm always watching Dragon Ball Z at some point. I watch episodes every once in a while here and there just because. But yeah, those are the main ones right now. Woo! Oh snap, I just got wrecked. And then, like I said, I'm reading the Dragon Ball Z manga. So I have a lot of anime going on right now. Different animes. Do I want to continue? No, I don't. My goodness, let's start it over. Let's go with Gohan. We don't play with Gohan too much. Oh, Gohan versus Gohan. That's it for the questions. That's all 16 questions. Now, I know I'm supposed to tag someone else. But all of the YouTubers have been tagged that I know of, you know, that I would tag. And so I don't know who else to tag, and I think they've already all done it. So what my tag is you guys. Like I said, all of the questions are listed in the description below. And so I want you to copy those questions down or whatever and answer those questions in a comment. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know about your favorite animes and your favorite music and your favorite voice actors and your favorite snack foods and all that kind of stuff. So drop a comment down below. You don't have to answer all 16 if you don't want to. Just answer a couple. But I'll be in the comment section below waiting to discuss some stuff with you. And yeah, I think it's going to be super fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any additional questions for me, drop those in the comment section below as well. And I will be sure to answer them. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Stick around with us. Have some fun. And as always, I will talk to you in the next video. Later.